What? Right. What's wrong? Can you bring my coffee down?
Turn the music back on. You know how?
It's on.
Everybody can hear you like yelling on camera. It's just echoing.
Oh yeah. Hi everybody.
Cover this up. I don't want anybody to see. Should I turn the music on? No, I just put it on mute. They could like hear me coughing. Echoing coughing. Yes. Let me cover the audio. So people do not see it. Where's this blanket?
Hey, Marty. Yes.
Can you film the video?
If you have the gunmetal, the dark metal. What?
This
Move this thing real quick.
Hi everybody, I'm Taylor with Taste Tiny Worlds. I'm here tonight with my husband Brian, aka the talented TLS Terrain. And tonight we will be working on a Blackstone Fortress Crew Tracker and a bit of Necromunda terrain here that Brian's been working on for several months now, and also some Warcry terrain. So you can check us out until tonight at 11 EST. We're going to go ahead and go live. Peace out, everybody. Hope to see you there. Say hi. All right, I'm going to go ahead and live. All right, hi everybody. Welcome to Taste Tiny World. I'm Taylor. Over here, fiddling with his phone, we have Brian. And
yeah, I'm social media.
Tonight I'm working on a Crew Tracker from Blackstone Fortress. We got a new camera here. It's like super stiff and difficult to move around. It should be super good times. Brian's working on some Necromunda terrain, some Warcry terrain. How much more do you have to do on this Necromunda terrain? You've been working on it now for like ages.
This is one of those pieces that I'm just not going to rush. This is for me. It's not for fun. It's not for business or anything, so I'm enjoying it.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
No, really. I mean, if it takes 1,000 hours, I don't care. It's not about that.
No, I was being serious.
It's like you with your dog, also.
No. I hope everybody has had a good weekend. Ours, we didn't stream last night like we said we were going to do. Because this week was a little bit hectic. We had some plans yesterday, wound up falling through at the last minute, so yeah, we're just now getting around to streaming for the first time this weekend. Start the work week off right. I sat down to play some Blackstone Fortress yesterday, and I realized, like, it's really just not the same unless you're, you got your models already painted if you don't paint them. There's really no fun in the game. Brian's over here trying to film a video of me. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm looking up what the crew trackers look like. I'm not going to paint it up exactly like how they have it. I just want a good reference, you know what I mean, for what should be what, you know?
Oh,
He's over here taking pictures of me. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead here and delve into the paint box for items which to paint. It's very distracting trying to paint with you taking like a billion pictures over there. But you got
You're a
okay.
sexy creature.
That's
You're a
enough.
sexy creature.
That's enough pictures. That's enough pictures. Thank you.
No.
That is enough pictures.
I'm gonna post all of them.
I'm sure you will. What were you even posting them for?
Oh, it's just Instagram.
We should let me see them before you post them. Here, let me see the one you pick before you post it. No, you won't. You're only going to show me after. Please?
Yes, I will.
No, please. Really.
Yeah, let me get back.
Did you already post it? Alright, that's a decent one.
That's a good one.
Alright. You're actually going to work on your terrain tonight?
Yes.
Are you going to start taking pictures of me now? So I'm starting just right now on a skin tone. That nice green, going for like kind of an army green on him. Alright, so that is actually some skin there on his legs that you can see. That's why we have the reference picture. How far along are you with the Warcry terrain?
Pretty much down to metals, and then I have some pieces for the mausoleum that are completely gray.
Oh. Is that how they should be?
No, they need three or four coats, I think.
No,
but
what is...
they're small
Ah, you
pieces.
just shook the table really bad and I messed up.
Sorry.
It's okay. One thing I have found with these fit pop miniatures I was telling you earlier Like for the places that are really hard to reach, it does give you the advantage of being able to deconstruct them if necessary. Oop.
The snipe.
Yeah.
Snipe it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But
That wasn't 2 pieces.
so that was in 2 pieces.
Yeah. We got Marty in the house this evening.
Oh no. Marty the dog.
Martin the dog.
What I might do on this guy, truth be told, is go ahead and take him apart and just put him back together when I'm done.
You have a bird number over there. Oh, thank you.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take him apart, I think. Oop.
No, this is the one you like.
No, it's okay.
No.
Is it too fancy?
I'm just gonna go right on those because I'm putting a pretty hefty coat of ink on this later.
Dude, that literally just made it look 1,000 times easier.
What?
I just took it apart. You know,
I'm using some nasty craft paint metals, so got my nasty brush to match.
oh. I probably still haven't used the nice brushes.
Oh wow, this brush is nasty.
There.
This brush is on its last leg.
Does it fulfill your heart's every desire?
I wouldn't say that.
Your heart's every little nasty desire. Do you want to spin the camera on so you can see what you're working on?
Sure.
Oh, that's army green crop. Like you're working with 2 similar colors and you grab the wrong color at the wrong time.
I'm using a folk art brand.
Oh. Good old
We paint
folk art.
terrain here. We're not painting miniatures. Well, Taylor is.
I'm using actual miniature paint. I'm using Army Painter right now. I'll be using a mix of Army Painter, Games Workshop Citadel, and of course some craft paint, because why not? So
What are you listening to right now?
I think we're listening to Nightbot.
Yep, I didn't request those.
Oh, this is a Bixel Boys remix of something. I guess they're like the Beastie Boys. The Bixel Boys.
Bring this down a little bit.
You know what?
I was just moving the camera down.
Oh. Do you have any plans to paint any miniatures anytime soon?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been on kind of a mini painting hiatus. It's about time I do something. I have to finish a warband.
Oh.
Or a gang, I guess, for Necromunda. I'm about halfway done my COD order.
We've been working on them for a very long time now.
But I also have some Goliaths that would be quick to get through. And I have the nameplates for the Goliaths to versatile terrain.
Oh yeah, I remember when you got those.
Yeah.
I love how now that I popped it off, I can totally see like all these missed spots. The good news is when I pop them back together, they go back to not being able to see them. I should fix them though. If I brought any black down here.
So you said on the thing that you're doing Blackstone Fortress baddies?
Oh, I did.
Well, wait, you do have a Chaos Space Marine on the desk. Do you plan on moving on to that later?
I totally thought I fixed that, but apparently I did not.
Well, you could just post out the.
What is open down here? Something's open. Right over there.
Okay, check the brown you just gave me.
No, it's not that. It's the Kirby Crimson, I think.
Because I got some in my hand. The oak brown.
It's not oak brown. It's Caribou Crimson. It looks like it's on everything.
I can smell it in the air!
No, like it's on my hand, it's on the paint.
It's on the paint?
It's on the bottles of paint, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, I was planning on buying some paint here soon. Yeah, it was the Caribou Crimson. Look, it's totally empty.
Oh god, that poured out completely?
Yep.
Is the bottom of the box saturated?
No, but...
You want to set it on something? So it doesn't get on the floor.
Here.
Here.
Problem solved.
Look at me, I got pieces of MDF everywhere.
Let me make sure it's not on the carpet upstairs.
You think it's been leaking for a while? When did you use it last? Married with names. We need like a jingle or something. You could also change the name of the show to Minis and the Value of Your House. And how we quarantine. Didn't have the same ring to it. So I am gonna put some typhus corrosion on this, on all these gunmetals I'm putting on here. When you use it on terrain, it's very easy to just go through a whole bottle. I've experimented with making my own. I haven't really cracked the recipe yet. I've seen it online. Some people have tutorials for it. I've tried 2 of them. I can't remember. I didn't think it was quite the same. It was like definitely a good-looking weathering effect, but typhus corrosion's like I don't know, man. It's like a soubrette hot dog or a Hebrew National hot dog or something. It's just like the brand has its own. It's just really specific. Notice that with inks too, washes. A wash to GW is not the same wash to like a army paint or Vallejo or something. That's a lot of metal. These things are really packed with detail. So ironically, we haven't actually gotten a game in a while. We did Blackstone Fortress for a little bit. I think it was 2 weeks ago. But we were still learning the rules, so it wasn't like a fluid experience yet. hate learning new games. I like finding a rule set that I like, learning it and sticking with it. Um, so whenever a new edition to something comes out, I have like kind of this pouty period.
Guess how the hell you get paint out of carpet?
Wait, did it actually go through?
Yeah. But guess how the hell you get it out of carpet?
Cut the carpet out?
No.
What?
Simple grain.
It worked?
Mostly. Still like a teeny tiny spot, but I actually mostly got it.
Oh, wow.
Simple green, everybody.
Oh, yeah, we're going to work that carpet out someday.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into like just basically like a giant paint rag, whatchamacallit. What do you call it? Paint tarp, paint throw, paint thing. Are you going to go look at the spot for yourself?
No.
See, look, it's all over the table now. It totally went through the carpet.
Well, the ink will come off the thing. I've got a lot of ink on it before.
Oh, Lord, it's so hard. Anyway.
But that's why we're moving the hobby into this room.
Yes, it is.
Gradually.
Very gradual.
Isn't it crazy how much hobby shit we have?
Not really. I mean, there's two of us.
No, but just... So you've been into it hardcore since May, I guess?
Yeah.
I work in the industry, so like probably
I mean,
for
but
months, maybe 15-20% of my paycheck's going into
Very. All you nerds out there are like, yeah, and I'm his wife, and I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Well, you do the same thing. I don't want to hear it.
Not quite to that extent. I'm just giving you a hard time. I would like my book room back, though.
You don't like streaming in that room?
No, it's just I need somewhere for the books and like as many miniatures, as many like hobby related items as we have. Like I have that in books,
Oh, yeah.
and so like they need their own space. We desperately need more shelving. I should probably readjust the camera so it's actually like on me. Thank you.
No. Tweak it there.
So many missed spots. So many. I know. Have you looked any more into Married with Minnie's, the legal ramifications of such?
Oh, no. But I'm pretty sure we could just put it on mute and like just react to it.
It's not the same if you don't get the story.
Well, we can describe what we're seeing.
Oh, God. Very. Sit here and watch us describe
It'd be
Married
like
to
telling
you.
tales around the campfire, like Beowulf and like
This one man had 15 children.
15 children he had!
He denied all of them. And so they took him on Maury.
You remember that one where she was like, she was like, I'm sorry, I'll take the test again, it's lying.
Right. Okay, but you realize that's not how that works. Is Project Runway? Okay, I thought Project Runway was still on. I'm like, no, I'm
Nope.
missing it.
That's the sound of our voices. Apparently we sound like Project Runway.
I don't know, I just heard voices upstairs.
Designers, models!
I'm on the season finale and I have to find out who wins. Personally, I'm cheering for the plus size designer or the black guy because like he's auditioned like a billion times to be on there.
Is the awkward A black girl still on there?
No, she left. I told you when
She
she got voted off. I told you when
Oh,
it
she got
happened.
voted off. You say she leaves, that makes it sound like
She
fuck this shit.
stormed out. One day she's like, it was her little awkward self, like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna dance my way out. Bye!
I was rooting for her.
I was too, but now that she's gone, it's the plus size chick or the black guy for me. The black guy, like, I was always cheering for him because he missed, like, he auditioned, like, so many times to be there. You know what I mean? There was a job where I, like, applied, like, 3 times and they finally hired me. Only it's, like, his dream. Whereas that job was not my dream. That was my introduction to collections. I didn't get that job for a reason.
No, but you were working a parking thing.
I was. Well, it was technically like the ticket booth area of a museum, but they would stick you in the parking thing sometimes, and I was bad at it, and I would almost
Bad.
I would like always almost hit people's cars putting the gate back down.
That's a little gate.
And I can't count, so my drawer was always off. Baby.
You can't count.
I can't count money anyway. I'm really bad at it. It always sticks together.
Important.
I know. I get
That's
flustered.
important.
I get flustered.
Yeah, count money.
You can't multitask.
I can't multitask. Ooh.
I'll be having
Men can't multitask.
You can't. Like at work.
That's not my fault. That's like my comment.
He's making all of you look bad right now.
No, it's true. It's scientifically proven men cannot multitask. Women are better multitaskers. But men can do one thing very well at a time.
It's terrible when I'm trying to talk to you and you're looking at your phone. I know nothing I'm saying is going in.
But I've told you this before that like I
Yes,
can't process.
I've accepted it at this point. So like I'm used to standing there repeating myself 3 or 4 times until I feel like
You completely took the guy apart?
Yeah.
Wow.
And see, look, no more missed thoughts.
Anybody just joining us? Taylor is working on
The fruit tracker.
Mercenary. Yeah. Blackstone Fortress.
I'm also experimenting with getting crimson tone out of the white carpet upstairs. Super good times. I mostly got it out. I feel like we're gonna go up there and be like, nah, it's fucked.
No, we've pretty much decided we're not doing that. Not keeping this carpet.
I hate white carpet. Like, I don't like carpet to begin with, but I like really hate white carpet.
I liked it when I was a kid, but like I never understood how hard it was to clean, I guess.
We had that house when I was a kid where when we moved in, it had white carpet in the kitchen and like stuff would fall out of the fridge and like spill on the carpet all the time. My dog threw up a bunch of runts and like left a heart-shaped stain outside my bedroom door. This house was like stuck in the 70s though, like the basement, the entire house was dark wood paneling, an orange shag carpet, like long orange shag carpet. The toilet had an owl on the inside lid that like stared at you as you shit. It had a bar in it that my parents wound up pulling out. My dad ripped out the basement one day and closed the door on it and left it like that for like 3 or 4 years. Like he ripped, no, not the basement bathroom, sorry. So there was just a hole for like 3 or 4 years. Like, have you ever started a project and said fuck it and just shut the door on it for 3 or 4 years?
4 years?
3 or 4 years.
My trench board, I have a 4x6 trench board that
Is this an in-home, like, house project where you decided to rip out the bathroom one day?
it's moved to 2 different addresses with us. Let me put it that way.
Is that the one that's at your parents' house in the garage right now?
No, it's actually in the laundry room right now.
What's at your parents' house in the garage right now?
These are so gonna break.
What's in your parents' house at the garage right now, Brian? I feel like I'm questioning you about the dead bodies.
Nothing.
You have a bunch of, like, trench-looking boards over there, and your
Oh, that's the canal board me and Keith worked on.
what are you
I know
gonna
what you're
do with
talking
it?
Finish it at some point.
And so,
Me and Keith still want to finish it. Just like allows, I guess.
what are you gonna have Keith down for a
It
weekend?
could definitely be something we do for big builds in Miniature. I have a pretty big head start on it.
Is Keith
I
like,
haven't even considered it, to be honest, until you mentioned it.
there you go. Is that the trench board with that roof?
Roof?
The one with the roof?
What roof?
The roof tiles.
Roof tiles.
It's got the white roof tiles on it. Never mind.
Oh! No, I know what you're talking about. No, that's a different piece entirely. That was a piece I was making for Mordheim back in the day called Weird Hole. That was supposed to be like a watering hole in Mordheim or something that's in a crater.
I see.
I got
I see.
The thing that happens with Mordheim is like the pieces all take 50 plus hours, or even a small piece. And it takes you 20 to 100 pieces to make a Mordheim board, and then say you do all that, then you're like, shit, nobody plays Mordheim.
But you can sit there and look at it and how pretty it is.
I know, and I started doing that for a while, but I had to sell all the pieces.
Yeah.
But I now have a nice Necromunda board.
Oh. What are you gonna do when they get rid of Necromunda? Everybody stops playing it.
No, I'd be fine with Necromunda for a long time.
They seem to just arbitrarily replace things.
Yeah. And it's totally fine. I mean, like, a game like Necromunda has such a thriving community, it doesn't really need Games Workshop to even survive. Mordheim thrived without Games Workshop's involvement.
It reached a point where nobody played it anymore.
Nobody plays it anymore because they've filled the void with other things.
I'm asking you, what are you gonna do when they do that with Necromunda?
I'll keep playing Necromunda.
What happens when nobody's around to play with you anymore? We sure it'll ever be Necromunda turn.
Yes.
Baby. You're Marty scoring.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Marty's got a hard life, everybody.
So you're taking the shrimp and grits with you to lunch tomorrow?
Yeah, we got a lot of shrimp and grits. We have a little tradition.
We do.
Make these shrimp and grits. We've been improving on the recipe for how long have we been doing this? Like 5 years?
No, it's not that long. It would imply we started like 3 years into our relationship, which we did not. We never made it in Cincinnati.
You sure?
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
No, we did not. We never made it in Cincinnati.
Marty.
Oh no.
Crazy.
Crazy. This is like NBA, like freaking like Space Jam sounding music.
No, this is not in Space Jam.
I know, it sounds like Space Jam though. Sounds like somebody's about to go all ready for this.
Like if they do a Space Jam remake.
Yes. Oh god, can you imagine like the edgy Space Jam remake? It's all super pretty.
I'm not looking forward to this thing about Ghostbusters.
They're making another one.
You haven't seen it? It's the kid from Stranger Things is in it.
Oh After watching that Dracula movie, like, I feel kind of burned by, like, my efforts to, like, partake in mainstream media. You ever feel like that? Like, you put yourself out on a limb and you just, like, you get hurt and, like...
You got hurt by that Dracula show?
The third episode, man. I know some people loved it. I just, like, it lost me right at the beginning.
Did they hurt you?
For some reason, everything Steve Moffat does, and I'm gonna go to, like, nerd hell for saying this, but then again, some people hate Steve Moffat, so... But his stuff looks low budget. Like, even some episodes of Doctor Who look super low budget, and it's just like...
Maybe he's so... Because, like, Doctor Who did have a low budget when he took over, right?
I think so.
I mean, I'm not sure it does anymore, but they try to keep a certain look.
I guess.
So, like, maybe he can't break the whole, like...
Low budget look.
Yeah.
And I was fine with it when it was, like, the beginning of the series, when you're still, like, in, like, Pennsylvania and, like, whatever year that is. But when it suddenly jumps forward to now, it's like, okay, so here's what happens. And spoilers for everybody, spoilers galore. But in this last fight of the second part, like, Dracula gets, like, the boat is on, sinks, and he goes to the bottom of the sea. And I guess he goes into torpor. He wakes up, like, almost 300 years later, or 153, whatever, it's now. And, like, he comes out of the water.
Did you hear him sighing?
Listen, he comes out of the water, and there's just a helicopter waiting for him. And Van Helsing's great-great-great-granddaughter, like, niece or whatever, who looks exactly like her because she's played by the same actress, is just standing there waiting like, Dracula, what took you so long? That's literally what it says. And, like, it's like, did you have, like, radar on him? Like, guys, he's coming out of the water, quick, get on the helicopters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I like Dracula, I'm into Dracula, and I'm sitting there like... Do you see what I mean? Am I making sense? Am I properly explaining why I felt this sudden and immediate disconnect? Like, how did they know that he was coming out of the water right then and there? Like, how did they, like, guys, get the helicopters, you're gonna need them right
Maybe there's
here.
like a seismograph. I don't know.
But, like, he's not gonna, like, wake up and be... Maybe they were... No?
This is blowing your mind, isn't it?
So, if he goes underwater, maybe they located the wreckage... And then they use that to, like, locate the coffin. And if they had scuba divers go down there and put some kind of, like...
You can't make sense of it! Don't even try. I don't know what that... I needed something intense to try and snap her out of it.
Like the Dracula Life Alert necklace. Like, I don't know. Anyway, it greatly disturbed me, as you can all tell. You never seen something like that just for days afterwards? You're just like, wait, what? That didn't make any fucking sense. I know you know of what I speak. Whether you admit it or not, doesn't make any damn sense. You may be unbothered, but I am not. I like how the crew kind of have turtle heads.
You what?
I like how the crew kind of have turtle heads.
Like, they have a beak, kind of. Like a turtle-like beak.
They do. They're cute. Oh yes, I'm only playing mainly Heretics in 40k from now on. For reasons.
For raisins.
For reasons. Heretics and Xenos. For my game of Blackstone Fortress I didn't start last night, I picked Rain and Rouse, the Rattling Twins, this Crew Tracker here.
No, the Rattling Twins count as one.
Yes, they are one player. And I picked UR025 and Esper and Locarno.
I hope they come out with more more characters.
The expansion characters are really cool.
Yeah, but I mean beyond that even.
Oh. The only model they have so far for Psychic Awakening is $250 something. It's this guy, he's evil, and now that everyone's psychic and trying not to be persecuted, he's gathering them all to him.
Of course.
He is $250 though.
He's what?
He's $250. I honestly wish I could do this with all my miniatures.
What's up?
Put them together, paint them, or put them together, just like prime them, and then take them apart to actually paint them. Makes the whole thing like a billion times easier. Should I do his spike dreads the same color as his skin, do you think? I'm kind of tempted. You know what? No, I'm gonna do him in a chocolate bar.
There you go.
Hi, Ren Momo. How are you?
Red Momo, what's going on?
Greetings. I say as I leave to go get the chocolate bar. My knee, baby. My knee.
How did you do that?
I ran into the bathroom door. Remember?
What you getting into tonight, Red Momo? We got some Warcry stuff on here. Yeah, this is the gross copper. Oh no. You got a good copper somewhere. This is just craft store. Craft paint copper. I'll fix it with a highlight.
You said you got the gross copper.
The gross copper, yeah.
How did you get the gross copper? Or you just mean the acrylic copper?
Acrylic copper. I didn't realize it was this brown.
I am good. I am just working on some Gaslands cars and priming some Battletech minis you printed. Ooh, that's fun. That is most fun.
Are you using like your own 3D printed bits for Gaslands, or are you using some resin pieces or something?
You know, after that episode of Project Runway, I would be interested in learning how to 3D print things.
Really?
Yes.
There's definitely a learning curve to it.
Well,
yeah.
clearly.
But your part, like, you know the design part, like, better than you think. You know, like, Google Sketch.
I haven't used it in years, and it's very changed.
Yeah, but
the times have changed.
No, better than I did, that's for sure.
Many things that once were, whatever Galadriel says at the opening of Lord of the Rings. The part where she's all sitting there like,
things that happen on television. Oh, she says.
Like Galadriel elfy shit. 3D printed bits, my own bot bits. Which one do I use? Yes. So are you saying you use both?
Have you seen Gaslands, Taylor?
No.
So Gaslands it's like a Mad Max type of thing.
Yes.
Where you get like Matchbox cars. Like you just go to Walmart and you could buy some.
You told me about those.
And you like glue little people like guns to them.
Yes.
Like armor
you have
pieces.
told me about this.
And there's rules for it.
Yes. Yes. You have told me. Yes. I remember now.
50. Wow.
Oh Lord.
Are the rules really like say if I just went and I bought a Matchbox car and I started like gluing stuff to it, like I wanted to have like armor on the hood and like a gun, machine gun on the roof or something. Like, are the rules really stingy, or can I come in with something that I kit bash and like it's cool to play with? It seems like a cool game because you don't need much at all to play. You put more focus on the miniatures and the terrain. What's your camera footage?
Thank you. You know, it's really hard to find a good red.
What?
It's really hard to find a good red.
They say that's one of the harder colors to paint. You can use it out of the box, nothing put on it, everything is done on paper.
I'd still like...
Yeah, like, it looks cooler to have the stuff on there. Put your own touch to it.
You never played?
It looks cool. You can get, like, you know, a piece of a screen door or something, right? You can just cut that, and that's like a cage to put on the windshield or something.
Let's see. You're currently trying, keyword right there, to paint Last of Us inspired Firefly cars. When you say Last of... Yes, please show us one that you have made. I wish to see.
Yeah, can you post links, or do we have it?
It might not let you post links. If not, send them to... You want them sent to you or sent to me?
Like Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram's usually easier for people, or Facebook. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Are you on any of the above? We could like look up your stuff if you're on Instagram.
Or you can drop a link. Well, not drop a link. You can send us a message, either one of us. He's, are you still on there under TLS Terrain?
Instagram?
Either one.
Yeah. I'm Talented Lad Studios on Facebook, TLS Terrain on Instagram, Your Taste Tiny Worlds
on both.
Yeah.
Not Tasty Worlds. Makes it sound like I'm a culinary.
Chat.
You can try.
Yeah, like, the thing's been finicky. We're not sure how to change the setting. Here, try and post it, see if it'll go through.
He's saying just post a message to one of ours in there. Doy. Post a link to one of ours. See, and this is why we're married, because we're stupid the same way. Together, we make a person. Sometimes. Oh my god. Baby.
I was having a bad moment.
Clearly we both were. Like, what's the most complicated way to do this? Like, let's make it really hard for no reason. Oh my god. There, that should take you there. Ah.
That's your Facebook?
Yeah. And if you're not on Facebook, here, let me pull up the Instagram as well. Make it real easy. Oh, you signed out on my Instagram. Oh, wait, did you? Did you? You might not be getting an Instagram link if I have to try to remember my password. No, okay, I'm still signed in. Okay.
Is it the same name ever, Noah? I'm going on my phone right now, look for you.
We're geniuses, sorry.
No. Twitch, okay.
And I shall give you a follow as well while I'm over here.
There we go. Okay. Did you see that?
Oh wow!
So that's like the screen.
Okay, that's cool.
Like a screen, window screen door.
That's cool.
I think that's what she used, right? Or is it granny?
Looks small to be screen door.
Dude, if these white Battletech miniatures are the ones you 3D printed, you have a nice 3D printer, man. I don't see any print lines or anything in that. Holy cow.
Holy cow, my internet's very slow.
Mega Lance 3D printed and ready to deploy.
Alright, Run Momo, I will follow you once my internet decides it's gonna load. That is part of a screen door. It looks very nice. Let's see here. Alright, you got some.
Okay, Reno, I sent you a message on Instagram. Because I go back to my messages and like sometimes I'll accidentally unfollow somebody. I'll go through the messages and I'll find them. And I do that once a week or so to make sure I didn't accidentally unfollow somebody.
There we go. Is that all the metal there he has? Wait, seriously.
Ender 3.
Settings that you put in the printer. The Ender 3 is a starter printer.
Have you personally been 3D printing for a long time? Like, because I know there's definitely a learning curve with that. Like, those prints look really nice.
They do.
It looks like you've worked any kinks out a long time ago.
Oh, he says nope. How long you? A little over 2 weeks.
Oh
okay. Okay, so it's really not that hard
I
then.
think you're talking my wife into getting a 3D printer right now.
I mean, why not?
It's right up your alley. Look, I mean, like, you could use Google SketchUp files, right? Like, and export to STL.
I have no idea. I'd have to do a lot of research
Like,
first.
a lot of the stuff you're doing for the dollhouse, like those railings and stuff, you could design yourself in, like, a couple hours. And then,
Print off my own.
yeah. Like, so for big terrain pieces, there's a lot of headaches involved in 3D printing, but as far as printing bits, I think it's like an amazing technology. A lot of that stuff would take 100 hours to do by hand, but you could 3D print it in 7 or 8 hours or something.
It's not a terrible idea at all.
How much are the Ender 3s going for now?
Ew, I painted that silver, and that should not be silver. Alas. Literally just found a video on the internet with the settings, and you can send you your hero profile, which all our settings are saved for, but the supports are still a mess. I still have a bit of ways to go with that. I've got to decide if, we're even going to get one.
What, 3D printer?
Yeah. Does work have any?
No.
You learn how to 3D print with me?
$220 on Amazon, $150 average on eBay. That's not terrible. That's like airbrush and compressor territory.
Yeah?
It's not too bad.
Not at all.
Valuable tool to have, too.
Weren't they, really expensive a couple years ago?
$600, $700 for, run-of-the-mill years ago.
Let's see. How much do you think that one guy paid for his back in the day?
What?
How much do you think that one guy paid for his?
These were the thousands at the time, I'm not sure.
That was what, 2015?
Yeah, 14, 15, yeah. I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm letting my metals dry before I put some ink on.
Okay.
You got coming?
Very well, very, very easily now that I've taken them apart. You know what I mean? I can actually, see stuff.
Yeah.
What's his face?
Make sure you still cover up all the red, just so that when you glue them together.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's this piece that you're looking at is in between two other pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can actually see everything now.
Marty.
But yeah, I've been thinking about getting a 3D printer. You know, it's something that could really come in handy for, like, as Brian was saying, a lot of stuff. It's just the kind of thing where it's like, how hard is this going to be? Am I going to get one and, like, have no idea how to use it? And yeah, there's definitely a learning curve, but if you're saying, you know, it's that, like, easy to kind of get past or at least get started using, it's something I'll definitely look into getting. Alright. It's kind of got this little saddlebag looking thing here. I like how he totally just doesn't have pants. I wonder if that's the heresy involved, the lack of pants. Give me a sec, gotta get up for a second, we'll be back in like 5 seconds. Okay, take your time, you're good. Let him bite. He has a bite. Okay. Went in way too heavy on that. I gotta clean that up just a smidge. Ah, shit, don't put it in the paint. Alright, back of the skirt here. Alright. Alright. Now the back of this other leg there. Alright. Alright. Do this spin, see how that's doing. Oh no, it totally didn't send a link, it just sent me some asterisks. It did not work, no. See, that's the thing, I've got the settings set so it should be able to post everything, it should be able to send links and all this jazz. And it's like, no, no. it sent you the link. Like, hey, here's a picture of your own stuff you've been working on. Do you like it? You like the stuff? Yeah. Did not let you send it on Facebook or Instagram. I've got to look at my settings again. I swear, I looked at it like last week and made sure everything was set to be like allowed. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no. Hi, Forgotten Heathen. Thank you for following. But yes, no, it totally did not come through. I am so sorry. See if I can bring this down closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. I think that's leather there. What did you send me?
Oh, it was a meme somebody put in the 40k kit bash group.
Oh. Oh lord. Your phone's blowing up. What is that?
No idea.
Did your phone break? Oh no, I
His
figured.
cards look. We're looking at your cards right now.
Cool. Here, hold it more facing. Ooh, I like that. The tie-dye looking one, like the purple, blue, green one.
Fire truck. Hell yeah.
Is that an ambulance? Is that is that a paddy wagon? I think that's a paddy wagon. Very nice. Very nice.
Is it a paddy wagon?
I think it is.
I think it's an ambulance.
Is it an
I
ambulance?
think it's an ambulance.
Oh. Paddy wagon ambulance, arrest you and, take care of you, take you to the hospital first.
I like the there's one that looks like a little import, like a little compact, like sport compact. I like that one.
Is that the, what is it, the Kia? Which one is
No,
that?
it looks like I don't know, like a little Japanese car.
Oh. Yeah, that's one I said I like. It's the, Brian's colorblind, everybody. Like, he's literally colorblind. Like, I painted something with a bunch of tans and reds and greens and showed it to him. He's like, are you going to paint it? What color did it look like those were to you, those books I showed you?
What's that?
Those books I showed you the other day that you asked if I was going to put those colors in and they were totally already in there. I had, like, tans and reds.
It was all reds and greens and browns and some grays. And like that's right in my like blind spot. I can't really see those colors.
But like I'm asking like what colors.
I see them, but they get muddy.
It was a SWAT van that had an ambulance color scheme. Technically, we were both right.
A school bus would be cool.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah, you get like a school bus or something.
What is this on this loop, and does that go there?
No, when you put it on the miniature, it doesn't touch anything?
It might.
If it touches something, it might be something not.
If it touches something, it might be something.
Wise words. Write them down.
If you see something, say something. I'm going to leave it on there for the time being. I can always go back and like take it off later. Alright.
Do you have the fancy bronze over there? It's in a bottle like the Army band.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've never used the fancy bronze.
Oh, she doesn't have fancy browns.
Fancy bronze. I like to use the crappy bronze and do a highlight in rose gold.
Yeah, I do that, but then it looks gold when you do that. It looks like high contrast.
Looks like pretty gold, you mean?
I want like Liberty Bell or nasty Dookie smeared Warcry Bell bronze.
And do the bronze and do some Brightland over it or your dark wash. And then do some
James Hall War Rig. Pull that up. Oh wow. Who is this guy?
You should Google sometime James Hall Warwick. Holy crap, that's big as hell.
There's like in Google Images a bunch of other ones came up too though. One of them looks like an old like frontier style flatboat only on a has like a cabin on top of it.
That's cool.
I like the one that has the cars bolted to the side of the thing.
He said it's the black one.
Okay, yeah. That's hardcore. I don't think I would last too long in like this kind of universe, man.
I mean, you're a good driver. Like,
I'm a good driver, but yeah, when I run out of gas, like people are gonna like flay me and
don't run out of gas.
Yeah. And plus, I'm a good driver. Not so great at repairing my car.
Well then.
And that's all Mad Max is.
You have to dump your engine.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't jumpstart cars. Whole thing. I'm gonna get some of the brown ink and look for the fancy brown.
Alright.
Do you need anything while I'm upstairs?
No. I'm gonna need to let the shade dry here after this for a bit. Just hire a mechanic. Yeah.
Black thumb.
He says he has a black thumb at car repair.
No, that's what they call it in Mad Max. They call the mechanics black thumbs.
Oh, they call mechanics black thumbs. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if we're in like a post-apocalyptic situation, they wouldn't have mechanics like floating around. Oh my god, what if they started taking all the mechanics hostage, like they're suddenly really valuable? Like rogue psychers in 40k. Because they have black thumbs from all the soot and burns. I see. I didn't, like, hate Mad Max, like, it's just, like, that whole post-apocalyptic thing isn't, like, my setting of choice. I enjoyed the movie, though. Oh my god, if I cannot get this closed, I'm gonna yell. These stupid GW lids. The little metal or plastic that I made that goes, like, up the back of, like, the actual lid. Oh, good, the whole thing just came off. It's actually, all sarcasm aside, a good thing. It'll make it easier to close without the paint exploding on me everywhere. Brian,
Yeah.
I'm fighting the stupid GW lid.
You what?
I was trying to close the GW lid, the whole lid just came off.
Oh god.
Here, can you get that all the way back on for me?
Yeah. What is that?
What is what?
Reckon push it.
Oh, yeah. He's drying right now.
So let's compare these bronzes side by side here.
You love Mad Max. Oh, see, that's definitely more of a gold.
This?
Yeah.
But when you put some washes over it.
You love Mad Max because cars go boom.
Cars good.
I like the last one. I think the only one besides that I've seen is the one with the kids. In which Mad Max becomes everyone's father.
What I like about that last movie is like I I had known a little bit about the lore, but like not that much. But I came into that movie, and even if you know about the lore, apparently, like people said they had no idea what was going on the entire movie, and it didn't matter because you like didn't want to look away. It was just entertaining as hell. You have no idea what you're looking at, and it's just beautiful.
People used to say the same thing about Avatar, about James Cameron's Avatar, and I feel like it's kind of an empty movie. Like, it looks pretty and it looks cool and all, but then it's like the story itself is just not that, like, super interesting. You know what I mean?
Well,
what are you trying to show right now? Show the Liberty Bell
the
here.
In general.
See what episode of It's Always Sunny I never liked that much?
Was that?
The one where they crack the Liberty Bell.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever actually like watched that episode? I think I've seen it one time, and for me that's saying something. I've seen all the episodes. Like
I've fallen asleep with that one a few times, but I don't know the episode that well. But that's the one where they like time travel or something. Or...
they're in like cosplay the whole time.
Yeah.
See, I was so committed earlier. I shaved off the little chaos arm symbols and everything. I was gonna do a flower on this side and Hello Kitty on this side. But see, now you've made me feel dumb about it.
Why?
That's your best anniversary set. Why'd you do that to me?
Well, no, I gave you. You have duplicates. Because I don't want the Chaos Space Marines, so I gave you my Chaos Space Marines. So if you want to do Hello Kitty Chaos Space Marines, you have an extra set to do it with. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. See, my problem I'm having is that
Avatar Fury Road is that Fury Road is meant to be the story. Oh, Avatar is meant to be scared. Some of both story.
yeah, it does. And Fury Road was not a bad movie. I would almost. I'm not gonna say Avatar is a bad movie. It was just kind of empty.
I'll admit, if it wasn't for the 3D, I wouldn't really care about Avatar. Like, there was a cool fight in the end. That was cool.
I don't remember most of what happened. Is there a part where he jumped off a cliff?
Do what?
Is there a part where he jumped off a cliff?
Yeah, something like that, kind of.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
See, that's the problem with conversions. You like start converting and then you're like, fuck it. I'm gonna keep my conversion going.
What conversion?
I took off his little space marine symbols to make them.
Well, you have an extra one, don't you?
I know. Well, so this one's gonna be. Don't ask everybody why the hell I'm trying to make Hello Kitty Space Marines.
She has this
Chaos
whole like.
Marines.
So I'm all into Grimdark. That's like my whole thing. And her answer to that is like the happy bright, I guess.
Like cute, cheerful. If that one girl can cover her Nurgle Plague Bearers in candy, then I can like do like frickin' Hello Kitty Space Marines.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen that. There was some girl on Instagram. She did a whole Nurgle army that was like Candyland themed. It's pretty cool. I didn't realize how many actual skulls are on this set.
For the skulls for the skull throne.
Well, no, like, you know how sometimes you have skulls that are part of, like, a sculpture, so you just paint it like stone?
Yes.
You don't give a shit? But, no, there's a lot of actual skulls here that I have to go back with bleached bone or something.
Got some skeleton bone you can use.
You hear Marty snoring over there?
Do you ever feel kind of ridiculous when you're using, like, a paint called, like, skeleton bone for, like, actual skeletons? Like, I have one, it's fur brown, and part of me refuses to use it for fur because it's too, like, this is the fur brown, and we're gonna use it for the
I don't know.
fur now.
Maybe that's exactly what you should be trying it on. You know what I mean?
I did, and it's like, I did.
You didn't like you didn't think it works for fur?
No. Like, it's like fox fur colored, but what about, like, other furs?
The whole army painter method is like you're supposed to use a certain dip or tone over everything to get like the actual color.
Oh.
Like when I did that display board for army painter, they gave me a paint recipe that initially like didn't make any sense to me. It was like I don't understand how this is gonna look like mud in the end and all this, but it said to go over everything with it was like a dark tone or a strong tone. So I did, and that pulled it all together. That like it was almost like contrast paint. You know what I mean? But still kind of inky.
I like to play too much.
But the army painter paints are just a totally different process, but it's pretty easy.
Part of my problem too is like I refuse to use paints as they're intended. Like, have you tried using the contrast paints as a wash yet?
Yeah. I played around with them a little bit.
Like a wash like over other colors. I like to experiment too much. Which is why we're now gonna have the world's first freaking Hello Kitty Chaos Space Marine.
I don't think it's the first.
Well, the first I've
Somebody
seen.
has to be.
Somebody cosplayed as one at a
Terrain on
convention.
Twitch. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pear?
Hello.
Some Skelly Boys now making go team. Yeah, we're doing terrain out here.
But yeah.
Don't have the big table for it yet, but
See, I always feel like you should use like skeleton bone for like I don't know. Basically, I'm a rebel and I don't want to use things properly. But I'm like, why didn't it work? But yeah, kind of voiced by my own petard there.
put some metals on this.
Like right now, you can't see what I'm doing. We're looking at Brian's right now, but right now I'm using Screamer Pink. No, you're fine. You're fine. No, you're good. I'm over here experimenting too much.
Yes. People want to see.
What happens if you paint a Chaos Space Marine Screamer Pink? No, I did leave him with one skull on the kneecap, basically because I didn't have the patience, basically, to sit there and file it off. I couldn't find the green stuff at the time. You like that logic?
Who are you listening to? This is very,
Mario. Hey, thank you for following, Mr. Pear.
Are you a big terrain builder, Mr. Pear? Terrain is like 99% of my hobby.
I mean, you paint miniatures, like, sometimes.
Yeah, but it's so I have something to do with my terrain, pretty much.
Sure.
Oh, this brush is a mess. Oh my god.
We have nice brushes.
No, I'm doing metals though.
Uh,
I don't mess up a nice brush like that.
how long have we had those now?
A few months. You just got into the hobby? What game? Or are you coming from like model trains or something? Or
I too am new to the hobby. Welcome, fellow noob.
well, sort of. You're starting to lose your noob status.
I don't know, I've yet to play like Warcry or like a 40k game. I basically only played Necromunda and a little bit of Blackstone Fortress. Sadly, you know what would go perfect over this? Oh crap, I just realized that.
What?
That caribou crimson. Well, like I said, I was gonna buy some new paint.
Do you need it for what you're working on right this second?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I've got the base on him, but here in a few days I can
For
acquire some.
D&D campaign.
Ooh! Ooh, that's interesting. I've toyed with this idea myself of making a D&D terrain.
Taylor has never played a role-playing game that uses terrain, and yeah, we're working on it. It's definitely an experience that
Can you close this for me?
changes the game.
It's got that dumb thing in the back
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the
it's
thing. Still drying. Saw a Black Magic Craft video on YouTube about a month. Now, is Black Magic Craft, what is that?
He's a guy in Canada, I think. He makes tutorial videos and terrain videos, like Terrain Tutor does, kind of.
Yes. Okay. I gotcha. I was thinking of the clothing brand, what is it? It's like Black Craft Cold or something.
What is that?
It's a clothing brand. So I was like, wait, what? I want to get you reassembled, my friend. Well, you're still kind of wet there, because of course. So did you get into it for the terrain, I assume, or more for the miniatures? It's really weird. D&D has like all.
Tutorial video make it easy to answer.
Gotcha. It's really odd. You see so many like D&D miniatures specifically, you know, from like Reaper Bones and such, and like people never really seem to incorporate them, at least in my
With
experience.
terrain, you mean?
No, like into the games. Like then again, most people seem to play online as well that we interact with anyway. So like
Yeah,
maybe that's what it is.
We have a lot of Roll20
Yeah,
gamers in our group.
yeah.
You kind of lose out on the whole, in-person experience with it.
That's for sure.
We used to do a Vampire the Masquerade game, and it'd be like a potluck thing. We did once a week, and everybody brings a dish, so we all eat, and we would get like a jug of Carlo Rossi Paisano red wine, and we're playing Vampire the Masquerade, so we would like pour red wine, and just sit there like sipping, blood or something, like get all in a character. Can't really do that with Roll20.
I mean, you can still have your character token and everything. It's not the same. Yeah, that doesn't line up with anything. Do you have the snips down here?
I don't. They're upstairs.
I hate that when there's flash on there and you can't tell it's flash.
Yeah.
I should paint it bronze and act like it's part of the miniature and be like, yeah, it's totally supposed to be there, guys. Totes. We also need a better paint rack. We would not have had the incident of the Caribou Crimson, the loss of the Caribou Crimson, if we had an actual paint rack.
Yeah. They sell them with the craft pans. We have like several different shapes and sizes.
They sell them for like GW paints. I'm sure they sell them for army painter paints. So like you said, we have like 8 billion different kinds of paints. Do you enjoy feeling like you're traveling through the Matrix with this music?
It's like a Matrix training program or something.
Matrix like training mod.
Oh, yeah, miniature painting.
Do you know?
Show me.
There.
Started an Instagram account for my terrain. Fresh account, everyone is so incorrect. Yeah, Instagram, like, I was blown away when I got on there. I got on there, about in September. I had an account for years, but I let it get dormant. And I got on Instagram, and I was blown away by the talent on there. Like, it's not studios, it's not people that even consider themselves artists. It'll be like some dad somewhere that just like hobbies in his spare time puts pictures up, and it's like, dude, you should submit this shit to some kind of competition or something.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why they enjoy it, you know?
I think of all the social media platforms, Twitch and Instagram are the
most encouraging.
Yeah, like the community seem very sincere.
Facebook's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah, I've met some crazies on Facebook. I met my first crazy on Instagram yesterday, which is pretty good, I think. That I went that long.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it really is.
Promiscuous length. Let me guess what that was. I think I know what you mean. So High School Me, essentially.
You always play Promiscuous Femboys and RPGs, so High School Me, essentially. So I played my first RPG game several months ago, and so I had to create my first character, Miss CJ. She was based off an old black Southern lady. She called everybody Sugar. She was very sweet. I had her originally. What was she? Before she was a paladin. Was she a mage?
She was a. You had her as a wizard or
She was something like a wizard, some such, and I realized that's super difficult, so then I became a paladin, and she was the best paladin ever, thank you very much. Not at all like me in real life. She's very sweet and kind and nice. And everyone's
That's
mother.
kind of nice.
Am I?
Well, I know, but.
Am I? Am I
the
really?
viewers don't know.
Yes, everybody, I'm very nice and sweet, and I call
So
everybody
nice.
sugar. I love everybody.
Terrain community is really helpful. Oh wait, a Forgotten Heathen. I've been building terrain since I was 12 and DMing, and I'm just not trying to get a game together to use all my terrain in.
Gotcha. So you can finally put it to good use, put all those minis and everything to good use.
I got into it around the same time, but I came from model trains. I had never gamed before when I first realized that terrain was a thing. Like, some people were playing BattleTech, I think, at the time, and Warhammer Fantasy, and it blew my mind that basically the stuff that I build, now you can have like little armies fighting on it, and there's rules for it. The rest is nerd history, I guess.
And yes, the terrain community is really, really helpful. Very, very helpful. As long as it's there. Well, no, I take that back. The advice is helpful. Sometimes it's not intended to be helpful, but it's overall very helpful. And also, yes, your first role-playing game. My first role-playing game. I cannot talk. Excuse me. You had N-scale trains, and then D&D, and then Warhammer. I know nothing about train scale sizes.
I had HO is what I started with, and then I kind of got into O briefly before, or as I was getting into Warhammer, because that's a similar scale.
Which one's the super tiny one?
Is that N?
See, like the tinier they are, like the worse the people look.
HO is like the most common. That's what I liked about it when I was a kid. They sell this stuff everywhere.
I don't like the super tiny ones though. Because like at that scale, everything just looks ridiculous. You know, like you see a face of that scale, and it looks like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no way they could have possibly gotten the details correct because of how tiny it is.
I think I got like 2 more pillars, maybe 3.
Is that a little mech eye?
Huh?
That he has a little mech eye.
Z is the smallest. M is next up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is Z the one it's not even like on an electric rail? It's on a like there's one I saw that was on air basically. It moves by air. There's little holes in the track that shoot air up, kind of like air hockey.
Do you ever have the stage in painting your model where you have to sit there and pick the dog hairs off?
What?
You ever have that stage in painting your model where you have to sit there and pick the dog
Oh
hairs
yeah,
off?
yeah. I've got dog hair all over this right now.
It's got the Marty stamp of approval.
The nice thing, if you're painting grimdark and like that,
It's got the dog hair.
you're doing that Blanchett style. You know what I mean? Like,
Look at this dog hair. It adds extra texture.
see that? That's mutant fur. Xenos fur.
Baby. He's Marty a Xenos.
Never seen it. Yeah, the air track, like that was when I saw that train show. I was probably 16. I'm 35 now, and like they were saying that was gonna be the next thing, and it was like this micro scale. Like a skyscraper might be like maybe a foot tall at the tallest. It was pretty tiny. One of the box cars is like half the size of, I don't know, a peanut or something.
Baby. Why don't you make terrain on that scale?
I think they're actually like made out of like thin card, so the air could
Blow it along. Why don't you make terrain on that scale, baby?
That would drive me nuts. Are you serious?
Hey.
There's a guy on Instagram right now that's he's building all Necromunda terrain in 6mm scale. That looks pretty cool. He's using like old epic stuff and Adeptus Titanica stuff. I can't remember his name though. Shit.
There's one dude, like, he like builds like full on scenes like in the eye of a needle.
In the eye of a needle? Is that the guy he's like on the spectrum or something?
Yes, he has like autism and he like builds like tiny little scenes like in the eye of a needle though. Why don't you build terrain on that scale? You can build all the Necromunda terrain you want.
Goes out the door with cat hair.
Exactly.
Let me see if I can find actual dog hair on this. I've been painting around all night.
I think I picked all the dog. Oh, wait, there's a dog hair on this.
See, it happens with the primer, or if you're doing pre-shading or something.
Well, sometimes it just happens as you paint.
A little bit of dog hair is floating in the air, and then it goes in between the canvas spray paint and the model.
Oh, here's a piece. You can try to get it off on camera. It's stuck to the bag there. You see.
I was talking to Ryan about that at work.
Oh crap, that's blurry as hell.
The other day, I work at White Metal Games, and they're like a high-end commission painting studio. I'm the terrain guy, so I don't mess with the miniature painting. But
let me see. So it's right there. You can see. You cannot see that at all.
Ryan at work said that even on their stuff they find
Dog hair.
No, it's just like dust
hair.
No, just dust hair. Like there's just some weird hair, and hopefully you find it before you get too many layers on there.
Here,
you okay, Marty?
Brian.
I'm not good at getting those off.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
have to go get the tweezers.
So-
Wait, I got one end of it off.
Just go full Blanchitsu with it.
Well, I was going to, but I don't want this Marty hair hanging off the side. There, I got it. I got the Marty hair.
Yay! Oh no, I got the Marty hair. You got the Marty hair.
Not at all. It gives it character. Gives it flavor.
Hey, most of my terrain's got some blood on it somewhere, so might put a little dog hair too.
No, there's one. It's like painted on there. There's several if you look closely enough. I feel like Crew would have black claws, so that's what color they're going to be.
You what?
That I feel like Crew would have black claws, so that's what color the claws are going to be. What do you think so far?
I would make the claws shiny if that's what you're gonna do. Like if there'd be black claws, then make them high contrast, like this. Shiny.
What all are you working on over there?
I'm just gonna put a little bit of ink on.
Oh, your boards look nice. Are those foam or are they wood?
These?
Yes.
It's plastic.
Oh. I was about to say, like, my boards never look that good.
Yeah, this is Games Workshop did it.
How'd you get all that detailing on that wood?
Didn't it? This is 100% Games Workshop.
Oh, that's how you got that detailing.
Yeah.
Brought to you by GW.
Paid for that detailing.
There's a method you can use to create floorboards. You,
With what?
popsicle sticks, and you basically, you slice them down the middle and then whittle them and smooth them down until they look like floorboards.
Oh, like you were doing?
Yeah. But yeah, it's, you can get pretty good looking floorboards like that. It's just involved. You kind of have to do that on every single board, and for every popsicle stick you cut in half, maybe like half the stick itself will be usable.
This set is it's from Warcry. It comes from the starter set. I'm doing this up for a friend of mine.
Have you played any Warcry?
I have not. I actually have an entire painted warband. I have some untamed beasts.
You got me that Warcry set of cards for the
Daughters of Cain, right?
yeah.
It doesn't seem as it doesn't seem to have as much character as Necromunda, as much narrative.
Well, it's literally just everybody shows up, fights, and leaves.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did
I mean, there are campaign rules where you can get like new skills for people, but Necromunda really encourages like kit bashing, making your own creatures and stuff. Your shipping address.
Oh Lord. I know, like it looks really good. You're like, did you make that? No.
It's a cool like one of my complaints about Warcry seems to be that you have to use this terrain. Like now, there's nothing wrong with it. I like this terrain set. Like I would love to buy one of these terrain sets for myself and incorporate it into my own builds. But the way they have Warcry set up, to my understanding, I mean, like somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to use the Games Workshop terrain. You can't.
Doesn't it all just take place in that one place though? Like that's
the all points or whatever.
Yeah, I almost called it the Four Corners. Isn't it?
The Four Seasons.
No, I think of that place from Gangs.
They're fighting over brunch.
No, like in Gangs of New York, whatever they call it.
The 5 points. Oh yeah. The 5 pints.
So Warcry, that's when it's like literally just they show up, they fight, they leave. Did this god notice me? Maybe. I'll try again later.
I haven't mutated yet, so he hasn't noticed me. I must kill some more.
Come back and try again when I killed more people. What happens if he notices you?
Do what?
What happens if he notices you?
I guess you mutate. I mean, that's pretty much what all Chaos Champions and stuff want. They want to be mutated or something, right?
Like why?
It's just like the blessings of the Chaos God. Like, you're becoming a demon. You're getting immortality.
Yeah. I see. Are you going to stream it all this week?
I'm not sure I'll have time this week, actually.
What's going on this week?
This week, I have to go meet someone Tuesday evening. I think I have a Necromunda game, doing a battle report at White Metal Games on Wednesday evening. Thursday, I'm bringing all the Warcraft stuff to my buddy I'm doing this for. And,
Are you having a game Thursday?
Yeah.
That's at one place?
Yeah, Gamers Armory in Cary.
Okay.
My first Warcraft game.
Oh. What army does James Clay?
What?
What army does... I'm sorry, everybody, for yawning in your ears. What army does James play?
For what? Warcraft?
Yeah.
He bought every army.
Oh. I see.
But, to be fair, Warcraft is like... an army's like 10 guys. So, it's like $50 an army, essentially.
It's Travis, Brian. You can't get other terrain for Warcry.
Travis, you can't do what?
He's saying you can't use other terrain for Warcry.
I don't think so. So like, before you play a game, you draw these cards, like encounter cards or something, and they'll have a layout drawn on the cards of how to set up all this terrain here, all the actual official Games Workshop terrain. So there's really no room for, they don't really leave any room for custom stuff. It's kind of frustrating. Because I like the setting, I love the miniatures.
Well, can you build your, well, no. So it's like with frickin' Blackstone Fortress, where, like, if they say that's the layout for the battle, you kind of have to, you know, use that layout.
Yeah.
You see.
Whereas in Necromunda, you could literally build whatever the hell you want. And there's rules for it. And I like that, because that's, as a terrain person, they cut the terrain builders out of the game. The rules seem to be, like, you can't customize guys in your warband, really, right? They're, you take cards for the individual guys in the warband, like each one has a card, and there's a picture on the card of the unit, and presumably you have to use that actual unit out of the box, like no kit bashing or nothing. Like you can't change weapons on it. You're like, if it has a spear, you have a spear. That's it. So like,
if I wanted to play Daughters of Cain, I couldn't just buy some Daughters of Cain. I'd have to buy those Daughters of Cain.
Well, sort of. Like, you just won't have any options over, like, if you want to give her a bow or something, like, you might not have the option to give her a bow. You're kind of stuck with just a simple profile. But on the bright side, I've been told the games are over in 45 minutes. So, like, in an afternoon, you could play 3 or 4 games, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a lot quicker.
Necromunda.
And they've tried to make the rules languageless, like universal. Like, they don't, like, on the cards, they don't have any writing, like, any text. They just have symbols.
I see.
You know what I mean? But they'll have, like, a sword, and the sword obviously means, like, attack. And a shield means defend. And, like, a little cross means, like, health or something. Or, like, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, they did though. They seem to like not really appreciate anymore like the
Travis! Forgotten Realms. No, Forgotten Labyrinth. Travis. That Travis?
Well, I don't know. It's Forgotten Heathen now. Oh, hi, Absence Asylum. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for the raid.
Okay. He said Travis. I'm like, took me a minute. Forgotten Heathen.
Hi, everyone.
I was looking at Forgotten. And, yeah.
Baby.
It's like Forgotten Labyrinth.
Baby.
That's puzzle piece terrain Travis.
Sorry, he's a bit daffy sometimes. This piece is driving me insane.
It's going. Taylor's working on her recruit mercenary from the
Fuck
Blackstone
that off.
Fortress set.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull a dog hair off of it.
That's not a dog hair, that is some flash that I, left on there by mistake. Oh lord,
The
there's still a bit
Batman
of
camera
flash
angle.
left.
Yeah, we gotta spin this around.
Yeah. The Spider-Man kiss angle. Oh, there's still some flash on that. Son of a bitch. He's coming along pretty nicely, though, I think. What do you think so far
Me too.
with El Cruto?
Hey, Absent, did you work on Kingdom Death tonight?
Yes, are you? I ordered the boxer for, not Black Friday. It was like a day after Christmas sale they were having on the Kingdom Death website, and they shipped it out, literally the day before yesterday. I'm sitting here, checking, see if there's any tracking information. I did not realize that sometimes it takes forever for them to actually ship things out, let alone, get to you. What's wrong?
So that's like a little cloth that goes over the top of this.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
got, a leather
That looks pretty good.
thong. He's got a leather
One
thong.
of the Big Mac from Infinity's. That
I have not played Infinity. I have not. I should check it out. Is it like a...
James plays Love Infinity.
What is it?
Actually. It's a skirmish game. It's... I would say it plays kind of like Necromunda from what it looks like, but the aesthetic is completely different.
I see.
But it's it's tight quarters, shooting, urban combat.
I see. I gotcha.
Game tag. All the dwarf stuff from the Warcry set. Dwarf stuff.
Is that Dwarvish?
No,
Dwarf
this
stuff?
is the. This stuff is from the. This is the Sigmarai temple set. There's a dog here right there.
Ah. Oh no, Marty.
Oh no.
I bought a 4x4 table last week that was supposed to arrive on Friday, and it turns out,
It never shipped.
yeah.
They
And
don't
not
have
only
that
that, they said,
anymore.
"Oh yeah, we were supposed to cancel that," and never gonna get in stock again. So I'm gonna build my own table.
Even better, even though they know they're never going to
Fit all
get them
the
in
terrain on.
stock again, they also refuse to take them down off the website. Because apparently that would make too much sense.
Yeah, it definitely has a dwarf vibe. Like Sigmar, looked like in the old world, the Temple of Sigmar in Old Dwarf was dwarven in design. Dwarfs and Sigmar are cool.
They're tight.
The dwarf god of smithing or whatever, he made Sigmar's hammer.
Hammerhind. I totally made that up. I don't know what that is. Hammerhind. That
Sounds
sounds
real.
like... I know. He made the dwarvish hammer. Hammerhind. Hammer Thrall made the dwarvish hammer
Let's spin
hammer.
this around again for you.
Oh boy.
Wires and
Drunken
shit.
Batman angle. Do you have anything else you're going to work on tonight?
Do what?
I said, do you have anything else you're going to work on tonight?
Yeah. I've got the big sunblock up there. To work on. That's more. It's probably an hour, limit though. How long did you want to stream?
I don't know. What time?
That's 11 right now. We'll go for another half hour or something.
Alright, we'll go to 11:30. Just at 11, everybody. We will do 11:30. Aren't you lucky? Aren't you people also very lucky? So all these little straps and bombs and things and such hanging off of them. So do you think you are going to go back and revisit that sewer board?
The one with the canal that me and Keith are working on.
Yeah.
You're not the screen on me right now. Yeah. That might fit into this year perfectly with the whole big builds and miniature. It's 4 feet by 6 feet, but the board itself is, I think, 14 inches deep. The board is 14 inches thick.
Yes.
which is the thickest board I've ever built. Before that, it was maybe 10 inches.
You'll be able to fit that in a
You
car.
finish up the vampire house, she's asking.
Oh no, it's still totally being worked on. I've been working on that now for like.
That's a labor of love, right there.
That is. I have been working on it for months. Shall be working on it for many months more.
Any buildings but ahead. Oh yeah, man. How's your
Oh, dude.
You said you got dry socket earlier.
Oh no. That sucks. My dad had dry socket once. He was miserable.
That's miserable. Like tooth pain is. Oh. That's the worst kind of pain right there. Like you can't focus on anything.
I've been lucky. I haven't really had that many tooth issues in my life. Apart from grinding them incessantly for no reason. Appointment tomorrow morning and miserable. How long have you had it for? Spend the weekend with dry socket.
He's been posting about the tooth pain for like a month or something.
Oh no, really?
He's been posting. Yeah, he's had tooth pain for a while.
Oh. Yeah, you're up all last night. You wanted to paint all your war layer buildings, but couldn't. I'm so sorry. I really am. That sucks. Especially when it's the weekend and you're not at work, but you like can't enjoy yourself because you're like in terrible pain.
But they extracted the tooth that was the main culprit, right? Like now you're just dealing with the fallout from the extraction.
Dry socket. Oh boy, do you want tooth pain or do you want dry socket from having the tooth removed?
I like how they make you sign a waiver, like, we might crack your head in half, pull this tooth out, and you can't sue us, but we tried.
Here, like,
I'm gonna put some OSL on these torches, I think, before I bring them to James. Infected tooth.
yeah, it was an infected tooth. Thought it would be better. It's less, but ouch.
Did you crack the tooth first? Or did you just get, like, infected out of nowhere?
What are we listening to?
Oh,
You cracked it like 10 years ago, then cracked it again a few months ago. Is it like a molar or is it like front tooth?
Do you have something antique white over there?
That's no white.
Yeah, sure. Are you,
Molar right bottom side. So were you like grinding your teeth when you cracked it, or is it like that kind of crack, or was there a food item involved? I swallowed a tooth once.
what, when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm. Totally swallowed it.
It sounds like the end credits to Grey's Anatomy or something.
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
My mom watches it.
I'm sure you watch it too. I'm sit here with her and watch Grey's Anatomy. Act like you don't. My mom watches Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Is it some stupid stuff like mashed potatoes?
Oh God! I was eating ice cream and my tooth just cracked. I was eating marshmallows this one time.
It's like when people say like, "Oh, I was drinking some water and I choked."
No, that's like when you choke on your own spit. You choked on your own spit before.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be really stupid.
It's gonna puzzle the poor man.
Well, why did he choke? What could he possibly have choked on? Oh, nothing, just my own saliva that my body makes. My mouth made some saliva that my throat couldn't get it down. But yeah, that Kingdom Death miniature is gonna be here, like...
Which one did you get?
The boxer. It was sweet, sweet day after Christmas sale items. So you don't think I would like Kingdom Death that much?
Me?
Yeah. You were saying the other day, like, you weren't certain I would like it. Like, I would love the miniatures, but you weren't certain I would actually like the game.
Well, because you gotta learn a new rule set. You don't like that. I don't blame you. I mean, I'm kind of the same. I'm pretty stubborn once I learn some rules. I watch Grey's Anatomy with the ex all the time, playing Crash into the household, killed everyone, and went downhill from there. I saw one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the plots are crazy. I saw one episode.
Wait, so did, like, the main character die? So an episode where what?
It was like, somebody came in the beginning of the episode, and, "Oh, I've been shot. And so they take him to the operating room, and then, like, the doctor's, like, there's a surgeon, she sticks her hand into the wound or something, and she's like, something just clicked! And then the guy's friend walks in, he's like, I hit it with an RPG, it just hasn't detonated yet! Don't move your hand,
Wait,
it might
you hit him
explode!
with an RPG?
Yes, he has a rocket inside of him, and the surgeon's hand is, like, right on the warhead, and so she can't move it now. And so now she needs to defuse the bomb.
Let me just
inside
say
of the
for
guy.
a second, I thought, like, he was stupid or something and, like, they didn't understand how, like, stuff worked and they, like, he has an RPG inside of him and they meant something else. Like they accidentally said he had, like, a roleplay game inside of him. So I was like, I see.
Like, if I were ever treated at the hospital and I caught any of those doctors having sex, like, in the break room, I would sue the piss out of them. I'd be a rich man. That is irresponsible doctors. That's what they should call that show. Irresponsible doctors.
Was it like a terrorist attack where the plane crashed into it, or was it just like a plane fell out of the sky and killed everybody? I'm like
Planes crashed. Must have been a mass exit of like a lot of actors wanted out of their contract or something.
Is it still on the air?
Yeah, I think so.
How? Everyone died!
It's like all new characters and stuff.
So are they going full soap opera with it?
Well, Scrubs did the same thing. Like,
and nobody liked it.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I've never even seen one of the ones without JD on there.
I've seen the beginning of one. It was really dumb. It's just Turk by himself. Wasn't Dr. Cox not even on it anymore?
I don't think any of them were.
Turk was.
Whatever happened to Ellie?
She left. She and JD got married and had a baby.
No, but I mean, like, the actress, like, after.
I don't know. She got married to JD and they had a baby.
I had a crush on her back in the day. I think everybody did.
Back when she was on Roseanne.
Was she? Oh, yeah, she was.
And then they switched her out for a new older daughter. Or no. The other daughter got switched out for her. You're half kidding, but there was really a plane crash that killed most of the characters. Well, were they on their way to some doctor's conference and, like, the plane fell out of the sky? I know people who like that show, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay.
My mom likes it.
I can't. I like Vampire Chronicles. Like Lestat's running around punching Satan in the face and talking to God. So I mean, sucking God's blood. Like God pauses the scene as he's walking to Calvary with the cross on his back, so Lestat can suck his blood. I don't know why. I'm gonna keep reading though. Baby.
Yeah.
I've read 5 of those books so far.
The Vampire Chronicles?
Yes. I made it further in the Vampire Chronicles than I ever made it in Game of Thrones. I hated Catelyn Stark.
Are you glad you didn't get too involved in Game of Thrones?
Well, that's the thing. I always thought I would go back later and finish it. Now I'm like, eh. I would go back and finish reading the books, maybe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. You're probably glad. I'm gonna go get the freaking X-Acto so I can get that piece of flash off so I can stop picking at it with my nails over here.
Do you have what do you call it? Tweezers upstairs? That might work better.
We'll look at it.
It's between the legs there?
No, it's that.
Tweezers might work better.
I'll get both.
So you're not going to cut the thing off.
I'll get both. Ah, my knee! I injured my knee yesterday, everybody. I'm now.
You're getting old.
I know. Which one of us is gonna get a knee replacement first?
Probably me, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. Mine have gotten really creepy in the last year.
So how's Forgotten Labyrinth doing, Travis? I saw you've been getting into a lot of 3D printing. So we got 4 Ender 3s and lists for some cool stuff. That's what the Doodoo thing. So you're selling 3D prints now, like Curtis did?
I'm trying to tweeze the flash off, but to no avail.
Not tweezing with ease.
No. Tweeze the flash away. Tweeze the flash away. That was a very
It's
odd.
not Flash though. It's like
I don't even know what that was. It's gone now, though. That was a weird movie last night, though.
what's that?
Elvira.
Oh yeah, that was garbage. Fell asleep pretty quick.
It wasn't even like funny.
And not the princesses. I'm still. Okay, so you're using those as like bits for your builds that you're selling. I think, right?
It's supposed to be like funny or something. Like I don't know. It's like supposed to be making fun of B movies. How much of it did you see?
The beginning. It was pretty bad.
Alright.
Thing is, there was a lot of jokes that like were probably very relevant in 1985, but like I did not understand.
Yeah. No, not the prince. As in, he's selling fully painted only. He's sending you a picture.
Okay. What will they go through on here?
No.
Oh, you can do it on Facebook too.
Yep. Facebook and Instagram. There's all these little metal things hanging off of them, and I don't know what they are. I guess they're like vials of like poison or some such. I don't know. I just made that up.
What'd you say?
There's got these little vials like all strapped to them. I don't know what any of them are. I'm assuming they're like toxins and such.
Potions and he's a fruit guy.
It's got crude shit.
They're also cannibals and they eat people. So.
I know, but they do that to help preserve their race because every time they consume somebody, that knowledge is added to their
DNA.
Yes.
So maybe it's like he made like potions out of people and stuff. I don't know.
Apparently, he's in the Blackstone Fortress for all the genetic code he can find, which doesn't make any sense, right? Because the Blackstone Fortress consumes everything that, like, if you die, it like consumes your body. So, like, what genetic material is he looking for?
Well, he's probably working for somebody there.
He's not. They provide their backstories.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. It's incorrected.
He's there looking for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, picture just came through. Real quick. This is War Layer. Yeah, some good shipping. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, Taylor was getting half talked into buying a
3D printer
earlier.
Yeah. And I have $150 laying around. The thing is, if you have $150 laying around to get a 3D printer, that's $150 that you could put towards Kingdom Death.
That's one thing you're not going to be able to 3D print. It's Kingdom Death.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can 3D print the bases.
Yeah, but that's... She really wants Kingdom Death.
War Layer and Thunderchrome. You have a whole room full of that. That's what Brian's turning into with this Necromunda. Like, at least yours is contained to one room. Ours is currently all over. You could, like, not see me with this light like this.
Hey, but what's different about this time, though? Like, this is all my terrain for once. Like, when I was doing Talented Lad Studios before, I'd never had my own terrain. It was so depressing.
I'm sorry.
People always thought I had some cool shit or something.
Like, just a room full of cool terrain.
Yeah, but like every time I would have cool terrain, I have to sell it. So like,
No, you have all your own cool terrain.
Yeah,
It's just swallowing our house.
It's been awesome.
It's been swallowing our house. And you leave it, like, all over the living room floor. And the dog knocks it over with his tail.
Let me see if I can show you the... That's the shelf right now. I can't look at the camera.
Not all limited to that.
Yeah, that's probably 2/3, did you say?
I don't know. It seems like there's always more somewhere.
Maybe so.
Here, no. Come see what you're doing for a
Well, it was just on me.
Oh. Yeah, never had your own terrain either.
It's so ironic. Like
Oh shit.
the commission painters I talked to, mini painters, haven't played a game in forever, man. Like it's weird. You think you're surrounded by it all the time. Like, oh, you probably play games all the time. Like, nope.
Not at all. You do play pretty often.
Me?
Yeah.
But that was the first time I've been able to play since, I don't know, 8 years or something.
No,
Right?
you played at work.
Yeah, but...
Are you talking about at work was the first time you've been able to play in 8 years?
Yeah, because... Oh, it's like a peace of mind.
He mostly goes and watches people play on his terrain. Well, hey, there you go. At least you're getting some enjoyment out of it, you know? The satisfaction of watching them triumph on your terrain. I keep wanting to just haul off and dry brush the shit out of them. Which, I mean, you can do if you want to.
Mostly
you know?
go watch people play on this, right? Yeah, I used to do the same thing, man. Like, you get just as much of a thrill out of that as you do from playing on it yourself. Just seeing that it's getting some use, getting enjoyed by people.
Even if said people are not you.
Yeah.
I just want to just seriously just like dry brush the shit out of those.
Are you getting into streaming at all, Travis?
I'm not sure I like this new light location.
Yeah, I'll work on that. There's something got moved, I think.
This got moved over here. This.
It was further this way before?
Yes.
Okay.
The only piece of terrain I've ever built is this dollhouse I'm reconverting. I'm converting this dollhouse. And it's a pre-existing dollhouse. I stripped it down completely and I'm rebuilding it as a Von Karstein vampire house. So, that's the pretty much the only terrain I've ever messed with, really. Brian wants me to build something from scratch and I'm still like, that's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, terrain's kind of challenging to stream. I think we have it figured out. I just don't have a table for it. I ordered one last week, and they didn't fulfill the order because they're never getting any more in stock. So I have to.
But they're not going to take it off the website.
Yeah, they said they're not going to take it off the website. They're just not going to get any more in
Because
stock.
screw you.
What's that? You bought it because we said it was available?
We lied.
But I think a two camera jib setup on a 4x4 table. You can move the camera around, work on huge pieces of terrain. That's, I think, how it has to be done. Like right now, I'm pretty much limited to pieces that are
Small.
Yeah, I could fit that big piece over here, but it's very hard to maneuver.
I don't think you can really technically fit it over here.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And not even that. It's just like, for me, it comes down to like measuring out the angles and everything. I'm just like inherently not good at it. I tried to build a carriage house. And like, despite all my cutting and everything, it was just like extra overwhelming. We need paper towels.
You stopped working on the carriage house?
Huh?
Like, you're not working on it anymore, the carriage house?
Not right now. It's something I might revisit later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does not spark joy right now. You can have the roof part back that you donated. Would you like the roof part back?
No.
Feels like you're starting to wind down over there.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of wet spots where I put all the ink earlier. I think I'm in a good stopping point for the evening. So that exactly, I'm an extremely not precise person. That's why the stuff I build is ruined.
Well, that's the thing, like...
That is the key. That helped with Mornheim and 40 day buildings.
It doesn't line up because a bomb hit it, or that star fell on it. The star in Mordheim.
The comet?
Yeah.
I really like it in Mordheim that it's just like, well, it's medieval times and they didn't measure things properly or didn't care. So
They illustrated their babies to look like grown men with tiny bodies.
Work terrain. You're like, they're idiots. They're orcs, so.
Of course it doesn't line up.
Of course it's not perfectly 90 degrees.
All of mine is like really noticeably off. Like things will be sloping. Like I cannot cut a straight line to save my life. What is this? What is this music? Somebody write Nightbot a letter like get better music. They used to be actually like affiliated through YouTube, and something happened, and now like they're not like affiliated with YouTube anymore.
Don't you have a Proxen foam cutter, Travis? No, Steve T is streaming right now.
Oh, does he look suitably grimdark and such? What do you think, folks? Does he look suitably grimdark? Dude, no.
I'm actually pretty happy with that.
He's not done yet. His feet are not done. But yes, here he is. I was going for a very grimdark crew tracker. I have a theory, everybody. Before we go raid somebody, Kroot are the predators of 40k, and the Tyranids are the Xenos, the aliens of 40k, like AVP.
Are you asking? Or?
No. I'm telling them this is my theory. Thank you, Forgotten Heathen. But no, is that not accurate? You got your Kroot, they're the hunter tribe, and then you got your Tyranids, and they're the aliens.
Kind of. I think that's. See, Alien versus Predator is so black and white. There's no other besides Colonial Marines. There's no other faction unless you're going to start counting the engineers or whatever you call them.
And also, then you have the Imperium, which is what's it called?
Yeah, I mean they certainly have a Predator thing going. They enjoy the hunt. Their culture's all about the hunt.
That's why I like the crew. That's like they're kind of noble. Now they're cannibals, yes, but in 40k, you take what you can get. But yeah, so would you like me to raid Steep T?
Steep T, yeah.
Is it Steep _T?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, Brian.
Yeah, we're about to hop off for the evening. We gotta work in the morning, guys. I don't think I will be on during the week. I will be on Friday though at White Metal Games.
I will be on Friday evening here at Tay's Tiny Worlds. Everybody, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna raid Steep T now.
See you guys. Been real.
Bye. Let's talk awkwardly while we wait for the raid to go first, so we can stop mid-sentence and they won't know what we said. Have you ever wondered if the Emperor, when he's sitting there on his throne, does he still have bowel movements? That he has a diaper that you have to change every so often, or the Emperor's dirty diapers?
Got a highlight and a highlight right here. Hey, Tay's Tiny World coming over to raid. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing?
Tell him I'm coming.
We're just talking about the difference between value and hue. So welcome, raiders. Let's get some hype in chat for Tay's Tiny World. Can we get a shout out for them as well, please? That would be absolutely killer.
Tell him I'm coming. My internet's being super slow. Welcome to the kettle.
You said what?
He said welcome to
No, you coming?
Yeah, tell him I'm on my way. My internet's super slow.
We're talking about value in you. It's going to be a fun conversation. So, see how up here is brighter than down here? This is more red